Now in this video we're going to look firstly at creating a new slider or slideshow, and then secondly we're going to show you how to insert that slider onto any of your custom pages. That's the home page, the about page, and so on. So if we move over to the website tab and come down to the sliders page, this is the example slider that sits on your live site when you first open your account. We can ignore that for the moment and let's just create a new slider. Okay, this is going to go on my home page, so I'm simply going to call this my homepage slider. I'm largely going to keep the presets here. So size is actually the size of the full slideshow box that your images appear within. You can choose from a range of different settings there. I'm going to stick with the default 974 because that's the largest. You can also, if you like, custom size your slider box. So again, I'm going to stick largely with the defaults. I don't want a delay before my slideshow begins. And I probably want my images to load for 3 seconds each before the next image loads. Again, I'm going to stick with no border and transparent background is fine. Have a play with these settings though to get a feel for what works best with your images. Save those settings, and that's created the slideshow for me. So I now have a homepage slider. If I scroll down this page now, I now have access to images and galleries. I'm going to choose my new gallery and I'm going to load my images from the available column on the right into the active column on the left, and I do that by just clicking, dragging and dropping. And so if you want to remove any of those, you can obviously just hit the cross at the top right. You can also drag and drop to change the order that they load in. Right, now let's save that. Very quickly we can scroll down now and preview the slider we've just created. Fantastic. So there we have our images scrolling through just as we designed. I'm going to close that for now. So note that that slider doesn't actually yet live anywhere on my live website. So we've created the entity. Let's now insert it on our pages. So back to the website section again, and let's hit the pages link. I'm going to put this on my home page. I could also put it on my about page or any other custom web page that I had in my site. Let's go to the home page. Now from the home page, let's quickly just check the editable text area. You can see here I've still got the embed code from the example slider in my home page here. I want to delete that, so select the code, delete it, and I'm now going to use this Dropbox to replace that example slider with my home page slider. So you can see that that's the home page slider code ready to go. Now we scroll down the page. One more thing to check before we save these changes. In a previous video, I actually set a static hero image to appear on my homepage. I now want to replace that with my slideshow. So I'm going to take this hero image and I'm going to hit the remove page image button. I can now move again to the bottom of the page and hit the save button, and that should ensure that only my newly created slideshow appears on that homepage. So to check this, let's go to the View Site button at the top right. That's going to launch the site for me. And here's my slider. So one more thing to look at here. You'll notice as these images scroll through, if I mouse over and try to click on the images or on the slider itself, it doesn't take me anywhere. It's not interactive yet. So if I come back to the interface, we can change this by selecting the slider code and then moving up to the right to this Insert Edit Link button. Click on that, and then in the link URL field, type in the word portfolio, click insert, and you can see that that code is now hyperlinked. It's turned blue and underlined. I now come back down to the bottom right, hit save, and if I then go back over to the live site and refresh, I should see that this has changed, and now by clicking on the slider, my customers can come straight through to the portfolio page and access my galleries. So that's creating and inserting a slider. Have a go at that, and I'll see you in the next video.